All right, welcome Thunder RC Sunday on-road. McLaren Championship. First race of the series. A 4-track series race. Every month a different layout. Although one may be used from last year. I appreciate everybody coming out. 2 weeks to the next race, everybody. Happy Mother's Day next weekend. 2 weeks to the next race. And then we are on all the way to Father's Day, so I think we have 3 or 4 in a row starting in 2 weeks. Practice on Wednesdays for those that need it. You know who you are. Hey, I'm sitting second. I know where I stand. All right. We will take a group picture before the mains for the McLaren Cup. So all you McLaren Cup drivers, please have your cars ready for pictures after the TC main. Only 2 drivers today not racing in the McLaren Cup, Myron and Justin. So good turnout, 9 cars in the Cup Series right now.
Scott Fuller, Steve Key, Carl Goulden,
All right, GT drivers out to Marshall. See, Justin, Joseph, Brad, Tim, Casey. Oh, no, Casey's not in it, my bad. Justin, Joseph, Tim, Brad, and Magoo out to Marshall. All right, checking voltage for F1. HV. 8.7. Oh, I see Daryl having a rough run here. Line them up. Steve, Myron, Daryl, Scott, or Carl and Scott. A little bit more there, Steve. One more. Right there. Myron, Daryl in the Flip-O-Matic. Oh, somebody pulled Daryl back. Okay. And then Scott in the back with the new Serpent ride. So Serpent at the front and back of this race. Bookend. Do we have a marshal? Yes, Tim in the sweeper. Get ready to catch, Tim. Drivers on the tone. Less than 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? All right, let's try this again. If he jumps again, he goes to the back. Drivers on the tone, less than 5. And they go into the infield. Myron trying inside already. Steve holding on. Myron tightens it up, puts it up on the cones. Finds the curbing. Scott pulls the wheelie stand. But Steve Keithy out in the lead in the blue and yellow. Myron in the white Associated. Darrell in that third spot right behind Myron, trying to put pressure. Darrell in the X-Ray, Myron in the Associated, Steve in the Serpent. Oh, Darrell takes a little bite off, lets Carl jump up into that third spot. Oh, trouble. Steve caught around backwards, falls to the back of the pack. Team orders, Scott gets out of the way. So now Steve's going to have to work his way back up. I don't know if he got tagged, flipped, or what, but Myron in the lead. Carl in second. Steve putting pressure on Carl down the straightaway. DRS is active. Myron pulling away. Steve trouble. Scott up in the third now. Scott going to try to put pressure on Carl. Scott digging. Pulls the trigger right on Carl's rear bumper through that section. Puts it up 2 wheels through the sweeper. Scott looking for the pit maneuver. Scott's car jumps about 2 feet sideways through the sweeper. He's got the infield. Oh, he tries inside. Darrell upside down. Myron out to a 4-second lead. He may end up taking this one home. He does have fast lap with 11.6. Everybody else with 12 ones and 11 nines. So Steve back in front of Scott, his teammate, chasing down Carl. Darrell in that fifth spot, 4 seconds behind Scott. Oh, Myron slows down. $12.8 for Myron. No games here, whoa! Scott Fuller into second. Trying to chase down Myron now. Scott 5.4 seconds back. Myron with 11.9 comes back with 11.8. Still cranking hard laps. Myron wants to get away and take this one solidly for Associated. Scott out there driving the most ill-handling car in second. Steve jumps. Darrell now closing in on Steve. Oh, Darrell finds his flipping spot. It is Myron, Scott, Steve, Carl, Darrell. X-rays at the back. Oh, tap there for Myron. Myron trying to put Steve down a lap. Carl down a lap left. Now. So Myron on a tear in that Associated. Box stock setup. Myron out to a 10-second lead over Scott Fuller. Scott up 1.6 on Steve. Steve 1.8 on Carl. Carl 3.4 on Darrell. Oh, Myron inside, putting Steve down a lap. Myron now trying to stretch it out.
One minute left. .45 seconds left.
Myron still stretching it out, 11.6 seconds ahead. Scott, 2.7 ahead of Steve. Oh, 35 seconds to go. Will Myron lap Scott? Will Scott block Myron? That is, oh, Scott goes way out wide. So Myron up the lead lap by himself, but Scott wants that stupid light. Oh!
15 seconds
Run, little
left.
light. 10 seconds ago, Scott taps out. Myron a lap on the field. Steve up against the wall. Loses a spot to Daryl as Carl taking over third. Daryl up to fourth. Steve, you're done. Myron taking the win for Associated. Scott bringing home second for Serpent. Carl in third for X-Ray. All right. Oh, TC up. No, VTA up. VTA up now. Joseph, Dakota, and Vern. Joseph said he wanted to invert the field. That puts Vern first on the grid. Yeah, you're still second. How's this work? Joseph starts behind you instead of in front of you.
Dakota Briggs. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
And I think Justin Lyons needs to run his 21.5 car in TC. Oh, where is he?
Vernon Linville. Joseph Steele. One minute to the start of the race.
Easy, easy. All right, line them up. Line them up.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Vern, Dakota, Joseph. Vern, Dakota, Joseph. Move her up there, Vern. Yes. Joseph wanted to invert the field.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Up more, yep. Move up more, Vern. One more. Hey, Myron, lay him up.
To the start of the race.
Put him on the wall. Brown, pink, white. Brown, pink, white. No, Daryl did. Daryl had a 33. All right, drivers. Are we ready? Scott's got the sweeper. Catch, Scott. Drivers on the tone, less than 5. Oh, Dakota up into the lead as he drives over, but he goes out wide and tries to drive over the leader. Hey, this is an 8-minute race, and they start the first lap like they qualified. Or they end the first lap like they qualify. Joseph, Dakota, Vern. Oh, Dakota tries to put it off the track. Vern up in the second. Oh, a little bit of tag in there for second and third, but Dakota perseveres. Vern in that third spot. Dakota in second. Oh, your leader upside down. Everybody's slow walking to him. So this has allowed Dakota to close. He was 7 seconds back. Now 1.4 seconds back. Can we set Joseph on a breakout? Joseph, the high line down the straightaway. Dakota, 1.8 back. Vern only 4 seconds behind Dakota. Well, was.
6 minutes left.
Dakota.
Now he's up there going, what did I do?
Joseph 15 flat, Dakota 15-4. 14-6 for Joseph, 14-1 for Dakota, 15-7 for Vern. Joseph fast lap though, 13-3. Comes back with a 13-5. Joseph pulling a Myron. Joseph, Dakota, and Vern. Oh, second place upside down. Vern upside down. Gets it going back right again, though.
5 minutes left.
3 down, 5 to go. Meyer just realized he's marshalling for 8 minutes.
Hey, Byron, sucks about BTA, doesn't it?
He's going to make me get my car back together. I don't even have a motor in the car. It's not in the car. It's in the other car.
It's lost. It's race.
Uh-oh. Joseph upwards, backwards, loses the lap back to Dakota. Oh.
4 minutes left.
He's testing the durability.
Brake check him, Joseph. This has allowed Vern to close in on Dakota. He's about 5.6 seconds back. He was 7 seconds back. Vern slow and steady. Vern just cranked his fastest lap on lap 16. Joseph resets his fastest lap on lap 18 with a 13-1. $14-1 for Dakota fast lap. He's shaking the driver's stand. Vern now on Dakota's rear bumper. Vern up on the curbing,
minutes left.
trying to chase down Dakota. Dakota goes out wide. Vern follows suit, though. Through the sweeper into the infield. Joseph coming up on the battle for second and third.
Joseph just gonna sit there and ride.
For the next 2.5 minutes. Oh, second place taps. Vern drives underneath him. So Vern up to second. Dakota down to third. Vern running away. Dakota trying to pass on the outside. Found out why you don't pass on the outside. So Vern in that second spot now as Dakota goes down the straightaway, 4.2 seconds behind Vern.
2 minutes left.
Lots of time left. Vern, like I said, slow and steady, keeps on going. Might be able to pull off to second place. Still 4.3 second gap. Vern pulls a 15.1. Dakota down the straightaway with a 14.5, pulls off 0.6. Joseph trying to show off his stunt driving. Yeah, that works. Vern 14.6 resets his own fast lap. Dakota with a 14.1 pulls off another half a second though. The gap 2.6 seconds. Does Vern have
1
enough
minute
time
left.
to hold on to this? Does Dakota have enough time to close in on Vern and get a clean pass? Dakota pulling
45
another
seconds
0.6 off with that 14.8 to Vern's 15.4. Vern down the straightaway in the brown and green. Dakota in the pink and blue. Joseph waiting. Dakota taps the outside sweeper wall. The gap 1.1
seconds
second with 30 seconds to go. Vern just driving it. Trying to hang on for dear life. Dakota taps coming onto the straightaway. Vern 15.3. Dakota with a
seconds
long
left.
15.9. 10 seconds to go. They'll get one more lap.
Vernon Lindley done.
Vern, you're done. Joseph, you're
Steeler,
done. And Dakota,
Rick's
you're done. Joseph takes the win. Vern bringing home in second. Dakota third by 7 seconds.
The race is completed.
All right, touring car, you're up. Now, I need you to use up everything you got at this round, okay? Yep, get it all. Yep. Either that or come off pissed off.
Then I'll take it out on you.
Oh, Lord. All right, so Justin, Robert, Brad, Rick, and Scotty, you're up. Touring car, buddy. Touring car. You're retired.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Robert Durlow. Justin Track Lyons. Brad Norris 2. Rick Worth.
All right, I got everybody checked. I'm looking for corner marshals from the last race. So I need Vern out here when you get a shot. Wow.
1 minute to the start of the race.
The battery stayed in. All right, so the running order will be Justin, Robert, Brad, and
45
Rick.
seconds to the start of the race.
Justin, Robert, Brad, and then Rick.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, we need to... Is Brad even with the line? I can't tell from here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, looks okay. I just... Weird angle for me. All right, everybody's ready. I got marshals are in position. On the horn. Oh, Justin getting a part of his own dot. Robert right on him. Through the sweeper they go. Oh, Justin up on 2 wheels. Robert helps him up on 2 wheels again. Look at how tight that is. Down through the sweeper they go, into the infield, around the triangle, through the driver's short chute, around the lollipop, through the S's. Oh, Robert tips, gives Justin a little bit of breathing room. Separation about 1 second car to car. Rick is taking over fourth, taking over third, dropping Brad
5
to fourth.
minutes left.
1 gone, 5 to go. Justin with a 10-8. Robert 11-2. Rick 11-2. Brad 11-3. Justin and Robert on 33 lappers. Justin had a 33.607 TQ time. He's on a 33.602 right now. He's opened up a 2.5 second lead over Robert. Rick only 1.5 behind Robert. Brad 4 behind Rick.
4 minutes left.
So everybody's got the track to themselves. Running nice and clean. Let's see, Justin had a 10.9, Robert an 11.1, Rick an 11.3. Brad had a 11.4. Justin 11.4 to Robert's 11.0. Rick 11.1, Brad 11.4. Justin back with a 10.8 late in the race. Fast lap belongs to Justin, 10.62. Rick a 10.99. Robert an 11.000. And Brad an 11.110. $11.1 for Robert, 11.3 for Rick. Justin had a 10.9. Here comes Brad. He's got 11.3. Justin back with an 11.2. Robert
3
down the
minutes left.
backstretch, 11.1, and Rick 11.4. So Justin to Robert 3 seconds. Robert to Rick 2 seconds. Rick to Brad 5 seconds. Leader goes around 4th place. Oh! Brad just barely catches the corner dot. It's enough to roll him. Robert trails Justin by 4 seconds. Rick behind Robert by 2.5. Don't waste all that courtesy on Robert. Save it for me in the next race. I didn't think so. Too much to hope for. Not to mention you owe me for about 4 or 5 punts in the last 2 or 3 months. So. All right, Justin with a 10.8. Here comes Robert. He has a 11.2. Rick 11.6. Oh, sorry, 11.3. Brad 11.6. Justin's 5.5 seconds ahead of Robert. Robert 2.5 ahead of Rick. Rick 10 seconds ahead of Brad. .100 seconds remaining. Leader on a 33.602 pace. Robert on a 32.6 flat pace. Rick on a 32.605 pace. Brad on a 31.608 pace. I think it's much faster than his qualifying. It's really a good, strong run. Fast run. Brad had a 10, finally got a 10.9, Brad. I forgot to tell you that. No, sorry, 11.1. I was looking at how far behind you were. Never mind. 11.11. Robert still got an 11.0. He didn't have a 10.9 in this lap. 1 minute. One minute
left. .45 seconds left.
Oh, you heard her. 40 seconds to go. Justin on a 33.602. 5 seconds ahead of TQ time. Robert on a 32.601. Rick on a 32.608.
30 seconds left.
.20 seconds to go. Oh, the leader coming up on second place, trying to put him down a lap. Eight seconds. Oh, Lordy, that was close.
Justin track Lions done.
Ouch. Justin done, Robert done, Rick done, and Brad is done. Justin 33.602, Robert 32.602.1, a tenth of a second. Rick 32.609 and Brad 31.610.
The race is completed. Two minutes to the start of the race. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Vernon, Linville.
Tim's in the next race, so it doesn't matter. All right, check him in. Turn
Justin
marshals,
on
drivers
Liberty.
from the last race.
Casey Griffin.
And,
Betty Leonard.
okay. McLaren drivers, do you understand how the point
Brash
series
line.
works? Here's the deal. Even though you're in the B main, if you get more laps than the guy in the A main, you get those points. So just because you're in the B main and you're last does not necessarily mean you will get last place points. As long as somebody in the A main gets less than you, you get those points higher. No. It means you have to finish the main to get points. Tim Moore. You have to finish the main to get the points that you need. It's based on the laps in the main for the point series drivers. Okay? So it's just like a qualifying run. Whoever finishes highest gets first place points in the point series. Whoever finishes lowest gets the lowest points for the laps in both A mains. Okay? So it doesn't mean that you can just drive around at the back of the A main and finish higher than everybody in the B. You have to finish. Okay? All right, line them up. Scott's got Casey, Eddie, Justin, Brad, and Vern. Casey, Eddie, Justin, Brad, and Vern. The next one back. Push them back there, one. Nope, or drive back one. You're not on the wall. It's not VTA. Aye. Brad and Vern. Yes, absolutely. Aye. Drivers, B main on the tone, less than 5. Oh, Casey sleep at the wheel with the body tuck on Casey, body tuck on Casey, fixes it. Oh, Casey, mid back of the pack. Did not expect the start on that one. Everybody else got around him after he got body tucked. Fix the body. Yeah, it's clear. It is Eddie Leonard in the lead, followed by Justin, Brad, Casey, and Vern. Laps are laps. Just because you're fifth does not mean you're last in the point series. That pushes everybody to make sure they finish the mains. Oh, body tuck on Brad. Push him backwards.
5 minutes left.
Oh. You're supposed to be marshaling. That has allowed Justin Oliver. Okay. Hey, Dakota, grab over here since Scott's not marshaling. In the track. I thought you were marshaling over there. All right, Justin out in the lead. Eddie in second. Both drivers on 28 lappers. Brad and Casey on 26, Vern on 21.
Four minutes left.
Oh, trouble for Brad. That puts Casey up in the third. Incoming. Body tuck. Oh. Wow. No love for the teammate there. It is Justin, Eddie, Casey, Brad, and Vern. Justin only 0.6 ahead of Eddie. Eddie right there in that black and blue, right behind Justin down the straightaway in the yellow and black. Justin working his way through traffic. Oh, Justin taps. Eddie takes the lead. So Eddie back in the lead in the black and yellow. Justin in
3
the,
minutes left.
I think it's red. I'm not sure in yellow. And then Casey in the yellow and blue. So if you got yellow in your car, you're one of the top 3. Brad in that 4th spot in the blue and orange, and Vern in the all blue in 5th. Like I said, it's how you finish the laps, not where you finish in the A or B main. Should make it interesting for me to keep track of points. Eddie now out to a 3-second lead on a 29.608. Eddie gonna have to dig. Brad digging around over the track. That's the way to do it. Oh, Eddie puts it out of the track. Justin up on his back bumper now, down the straightaway through the sweeper of the battle, first and second. Black and yellow. Pink and yellow. Oh, Eddie upside down. Justin takes the lead. This has allowed Casey to close in on him a little bit. Casey was about 8 seconds back, now 5 seconds back. Brad about 8 seconds behind Casey. Eddie down the straightaway, chasing down Justin. Justin works his way in front of the driver's stand. It is Justin, Eddie, Casey, Brad, and Vern. Casey now 4 seconds behind Eddie as Eddie chasing down Justin here. The leader coming up behind Vern.
1 minute
Second
left.
place right behind you, Vern. Thank you, sir. Body tuck. Fixed.
45 seconds left.
The battle right now up at the front, Justin and Eddie. Eddie takes the wide line, trying not to roll over there at the 180. Eddie showing the horsepower down the straightaway. Justin trying to hold them off. Eddie looking for the
30
clean pass
seconds
through the
left.
lollipop. Oh, he puts it up on 2 wheels at the 180. Brad rolls it. Marshall out there quick as possible. Casey now still 4.5 behind the battle for the lead. Oh, Eddie rolls it.
15 seconds left.
This has allowed Casey to close in on Eddie. So the battle now, second and third through the sweeper into the infield. Eddie and Casey. Eddie going to have to work on his rollover.
Forward tire. Don't.
Justin, you're done.
Eddie Leonard and E.
Eddie, you're done.
Casey Griffith done.
Casey, you're done.
Brad Stelling done.
Brad, you're done. And waiting on Vern to finish.
Vernon
That's a
Whippley
race.
done.
Everybody is done. Justin takes the 28.6 flat.
The race is completed.
Eddie 28.604, Casey 28.606, Brad 27.609, and Vern 24.613. Aye. All drivers from A Main to Tech. All drivers from the A Main to Tech.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Myron Kinnard, Tim Moore, Brad Norris 2, Mago. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of
All
the
right,
race.
everybody past Tech.
Justin Track Lions.
Drivers from last race back out commercial.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
And we just thought you pulled a Matt, Casey.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
You were going to wait a while. Eddie found that out. Sorry, Eddie. Just waiting on Joseph to check. GT or McLaren drivers, don't forget, you've got to beat the guys in the B lap-wise.
Joseph Steele.
I line them up: Justin, Myron, Joseph, Tim, Brad, and Magoo. All right, Tim, Brad, Magoo. All right, where's our other marshal in the middle? Vern. No texting while marshaling. Oh, twittering? No twittering. All right, drivers. Can you see this right? Okay, we're good. Drivers, on the tone, less than 5. Woo! Tim jumps on Joseph. Oh, body tuck on Magoo. Help him out. Myron out in the lead. Ooh, Justin on his back bumper. Tim in that 3rd spot. Joseph in 4th. Brad in 5th. Magoo in 6th. Justin trying to put pressure on Myron. Oh, not touched him at all. But wow, that was so close. Scared the crap out of Myron. That puts Joseph up to 2nd. Myron now on the back bumper of Tim. Tim not fighting with Myron for points, but still needs the laps.
5 minutes left.
Still the battle within the battle. Oh, Myron tries to go inside, just a little too tight. Up at the front, it is Justin in that pink and orange. Joseph in the white with black rims. Tim in his customary green teal, Shazum teal. Myron white with white rims, and Brad white and red, and Magoo in the green. Oh, Justin taps. He's not getting away from Joseph. There's about 1.7 second gap. Oh, more trouble for Justin. As 2nd place coming up behind Magoo, but he puts it up on the pipe. Myron still putting pressure on Tim for that 3rd spot. Myron right there all over the bumper of Tim Moore. Tim holds it tight. Oh, Tim backwards in the sweeper. Lets Brad close in on him. Oh, come on, help him out. You still got to finish the main to get the points. No walking off the driver's stand. So Tim staying in it as he is in 6th now behind Magoo, about 3.3 seconds. Justin out in the lead though, followed by Joseph 4 seconds back. Myron coming up to put a lap on Magoo. Sets his sights on the other white car with black rims. Oh, Joseph taps. Myron closes. Oh, Myron rolls it. Ends up back on its wheels. It's like weebles wobbles, but they don't fall down. Myron still about 1.9 seconds behind Joseph. Joseph now 6.4.
3 minutes left.
Myron works his way around. Tim trying to close back in on him. On Magoo. Magoo in the green, Tim in the teal. Magoo works his way around the lollipop through the 180. Tim right behind him. The leader coming up on Tim though. Oh, the leader taps. Brad goes wide in that 4th spot as he is about 6 seconds behind Myron. Myron now closing back in on Joseph. Joseph in the white with black rims. Myron white with white rims. So that's the closest battle on the track right now. Although Tim now 1.3 behind Magoo. Oh, the leader tries to body tuck Tim. Tim's cut so much out of the wheel wells, though, that's not happening. Tim's back into his car, looks like a 12 scale.
2 minutes left.
Leader coming up on Tim. Yeah, no, well, oh, Joseph taps out in front of Myron. So Myron takes over second overall, but Joseph still leader in the points on a 30 lapper. Brad on a 29, Magoo on a 28, Tim on a 28. Tim trying to chase down Magoo. Magoo in that Tamaya custom build. Myron coming up to put a lap on Brad. Brad obliges by jumping the dot. Brad about 10 seconds behind Joseph. Closest battle right now is Joseph
left.
behind Myron, 2.4, and Tim 1.2 behind Magoo.
.45 seconds left.
Oh, that might hurt Tim for laps here. He's going to have to finish it out. He can't
30
cry and go
seconds
home
left.
before the race is over. Oh, just a little inside.
15 seconds
15
left.
seconds to go. Justin, Myron, Joseph, Brad, Magoo, and Tim, closest battle. Joseph 3.8 behind Myron. Magoo 3.9 behind Brad.
Joseph Stila don't. Brad
You hit the
Norris
line,
2.
you're done.
Justin track line
Waiting on
done.
Magoo
Tim Moore done.
and Myron.
Magwood.
That's a race.
Myron Kinnertony.
Who knows what the points are? Points are not official till Monday night.
The race is completed.
Yes, because I got to go home and figure out what the points are. Yes. Again, we race in 2 weeks. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.